Hi guys, it's Minik from earlylearningmom.com, and today I am here to kind of do a flip through of 180 Days of Language for Kindergarten. I was provided this book in exchange for my unbiased, honest opinion. And so before I start working through it with little Z, I decided that I was just going to do a quick kind of flip through so that way you guys can see what it looks like before we mark it up, and then I can share with you guys later kind of an update on how we're using it. Our intentions are to start working through these books now that we're winding up and we're finishing up our Book Shark year. We are going to be homeschooling through the summer, and so I figured these books would be a great kind of skill builder activity. Now they are geared for kindergarten, but I do feel that first grade could definitely benefit from many of these books. So without further ado, I will show you what's inside 180 Days of Language. Okay, so here is the book. And I'll just do a little flip through. There's the table of contents. We have some introduction and research, as well as how to use this book. And there's step-by-step instructions, and there's also a place where you can kind of keep tabs on how your student is doing, and the standards correlations. And so the book is designed with the days marked here, and each day your student will do one page. Now if you are using this with a first grader or a precocious kindergartner, you might be able to jump through 2 days per day instead. So you would start off writing the word with the capital letter to finish the sentence. You would teach your child how to add punctuation. You would circle the verb, and you would fill in the missing letter. Now you will find there is no instruction. This is more of a practice, so your child can practice the skills that they've already learned. So if your child doesn't know of that there should be a period at the end of the sentence, or an exclamation mark or a question mark, you will have to teach them. The way I plan to go through this with little Z is he learns best from working with me on something, so I can teach him, well, at the end of the sentence, what do we put, and I can talk to him about it, and he will catch on that way, where other students may need to have something different set up. So as you can see, day 1, day 2, day 3. It's very similar as you work your way through the book. It is a lot of practice. We start going through and circling the plural nouns, so teaching about that. Who will win? So now it's a question. So I'll just kind of flip through this so you can get an understanding. We're on day 20. Now we're going to fill in the noun. Is it hare or hop? And you can have the child put the same word, both words in, and see which sentence makes sense. And that helps teach which is a verb, which is a noun. The missing letters are in different spots. So, okay, that's a bus. What does bus start with? Or that's a pan. What is the middle sound of pan? And you can see it's very quick. So there's only 4 questions per day. This is a really great, just easy practice. Your child will not be overwhelmed by having pages and pages of work. They know that day 1 or day 43, this is all I have to do. Circle the noun, fill in the letter, add the punctuation, and circle the word that I will need a capital letter. That will need a capital letter. So you can talk about I. The word I always has a capital letter. And now see, we're starting to add 4-letter words. So you got to fill in ramp, pond, list. So it gets a little bit trickier, but we still have the 3-letter words like jet, box, hog. Write the word with a capital letter, so a kite flies by, so you would change that to a capital. They're no longer giving the child a choice. And you can see there's lots of space to write in the words to help learn how to spell them. Still only doing 4 questions a day. Now, you can see they're using quotation marks. And so circle the word that needs a capital. Your child doesn't even need to rewrite it. They just need to circle the word that needs a capital. Rewrite the word that needs a capital here. So we're on day 120. I really like that the words are written nice and big, like what we need the child to read and work on, that they're not nice, they're not small like this. They're nice and big. So your child can really see where they need to focus. And I'm a big believer that writing should be nice, big, and bold for kids, especially young ones, to be able to read it clearly. Now they're adding 5-letter words, so now we got wagon. And throw in some bigger words once in a while. Which word is spelt correctly? So now they're switching it up, and your child has to select the correct word. Is the word supposed to be het or hit? Rat with 1 T or 2 T's? Clip, or does it have an eye or missing an eye? So this is great practice just to help your child, be able to spot those mistakes and what a word should look like. So we're in 164. So real quick through here. And then the last lesson, day 180. And now there's all the answers in the answer key. Now if you have your child working independently in this book and you choose to have them write in the book, you might want to remove the answers if they're sneaky and might check. There's also a kind of certificate, and there's a little poster here that explains, capitalization, punctuation, parts of speech. So if your child needs a review, these would be great to pull out and have. And there's also spelling lists offered at the back to help your child practice learning how to spell many of these words. There's the references that are cited here. And there's also a digital resource disc. So if you choose not to have your child write in the book, you can print them out from here. You can also photocopy from the book as long as you're using it just for your own family or your classroom. So teachers, according to the copyright, can make copies for their classes, but each teacher needs their own copy of the book. So you can't photocopy pages for the entire school. As for homeschoolers, you can, if you're teaching a co-op class, you can make it for your class, or you can make it for your family, or you can keep the books and use it for all your kids as they go through, but it just needs to remain in the family. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching, and be sure to check out my blog at www.earlylearningmom.com. See you next time.